Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at MMTLP and some important information with regard to a request to get more information from your brokers. We're also going to be looking at an admission from NASDAQ with regard to trillion-dollar financial crimes in the markets. I'm finishing off by having a look at ticker symbol ADAG, which has had some significant updates and was also previously featured in one of the videos. So before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So a significant red day today. And we can see here headline from CNBC that the Dow Jones drops 300 points as the sell-off accelerates and treasury yields rise. So the markets are not in a good way today. The Dow Jones was down 325 points. The S&P 500 was also down 0.6% after closing on Monday for Martin Luther King's Day. And in terms of AMD, that is a stock that has been having a tremendous 12 months, and we can see here again more good news for AMD. So shout out here to Stock Market News, who stated that Barclays raised its price target on AMD to $200 from $120, maintaining its overweight rating. And obviously KeyBank have also raised the price target to $195. So good news there for AMD. So if we have a look at the chart for the previous 12 months for AMD, we can see it is up in excess of 118%, and also today in a significant red day up close to 7%, currently at $156.78. so similar news also for Nvidia. And if you are looking to buy Nvidia, good person to follow on Nvidia is Nancy Pelosi. So there is a handle here, Nancy Pelosi stock tracker, and it states here on the 22nd of November the Pelosi's bought $5 million worth of Nvidia, and since then it's up in excess of 16%. So we're looking at $800,000 in potential profits in 2 months. So great news there for Nancy. And if we have a look at the 1 year chart for the previous 12 months for Nvidia, we can see here it's up in excess of 218%, and also in a significant red day today up in excess of 2.6% at $561. So good news and good times here for Nvidia also. Let's start by having a look at the news with regard to the NASDAQ. So what I posted earlier here is that the NASDAQ CEO has stated that financial crime is now a multi-trillion-dollar epidemic. So we're going to have a look at the source of the article shortly, but what I have stated is, can we have a comment on this from Gary Gensler of the SEC, confirming that the MMTLP fiasco is also an active financial crime scene in the billions of dollars, and we're looking at potential suspects, potentially to investigate, including Ari Rubenstein, Robert Cook, Gary Gensler, GTS, Canaccord Genuity, the broker-dealers, hedge funds and market makers. And we're looking at victims in excess of 65,000, and also who are still waiting for a resolution for more than 1 year. So let's move ahead and have a look at the article. So we can see here Adina Friedman has talked about fraud, AI and more on Yahoo News, and she stated that financial crime is now a multi-trillion-dollar enterprise. So we have been seeing significant news with regard to bans in short selling in South Korea, Thailand, and possibly coming in India, and also obviously rumblings in the United Kingdom as well. So what she stated here, in 2023, more than $3 trillion in illicit funds flowed out of the global financial system, according to NASDAQ research. So this included lots and lots of financial issues. In terms of the significant ones are drug trafficking, human trafficking, terrorist financing, and also we're looking at billions in losses of fraud, scams, bank fraud schemes, and in addition other scams which I'm sure we're all aware of. And what NASDAQ have also added on, this only represents a fraction of the true scope of financial crimes. So again, from our point of view, we also believe that MMTLP is also an active crime scene that needs to be investigated. Let's now follow on from yesterday's developments in terms of Congress. So what we had a post from Jen yesterday in terms of tagging in Don Fizz, who stated he's willing to extend his trip to DC, and what Craig has stated here is it's never been easier to bring up the letter to your rep and ask if you want to be educated on the situation, and also set up a meeting with Don Fizz. Talk to Jen Capella or our ARJC info, or also Kimberly 135347732 for more information. That's one of the Twitter handles. But what we can see here from a post a few minutes ago from Don, he states, away we go, let's go. So hopefully he does have some more meetings planned for today. And in terms of the broker request, shout out here to Elf, who stated, please get me your routing data. Try to do it digitally so you can send me a screenshot of exactly what is said. If your broker says no and is not providing with this data, so you should hopefully get a screenshot of that as well, and that may also be important. So in terms of specific instructions, these have been provided by John Berder, so go ahead and have a look at his post. He has added in a script at the bottom, and it states here to be given to your broker, and along the words with, hello, may I please have the routing data for my buy of MMTLP shares, then talk about the dates, talk about the number purchased, and obviously all information will be kept confidential. So go ahead and check that post out from John Berder, and if you can help, it would certainly be appreciated. And finally, I'm going to finish off by having a look at ticker symbol ADAG, also known as Adagene, and this was featured 2 days ago in one of my videos where we talked about a bio stock with FDA news obviously due very, very soon. So go ahead and check that video out, which provides significant due diligence and additional information. And ADAG was also added into our weekly watch list, where we stated to the Discord members that this is a stock that is going to get potential FDA news on the ADG 126 cancer and solid tumors drug trial, which we are expecting news from. And there was also a presentation date that I shared, so go ahead and check that video out. But let's have a look at the chart for ADAG. So we can see here over the previous 5 days it is up a significant 39%. There was a little bit of good buying opportunity where it went from around about $3.80 down to around about $3 today, and we can see it's made a strong recovery back up at time of editing to $3.64, and also up in today's significant red market 14.83%. We can also see the market cap is quite small, 137 million. So certainly a low float stock with high risk, high reward, ADAG. And if you would like to get more due diligence and stocks added from our weekly watch list, details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.